Hello guys, Jeff Butler. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to take a look at my Carro Armato L640. This is an Italian light tank from the Second World War. Now, the really nice thing about Italian tanks is that their names are very straightforward and they give you a lot of information. So the L stands for Leggero, which means light in Italian. The 6 stands for the weight in tons, so this is 6 tons. And the 40 means the year of adoption, so in this case, 1940. So when someone tells you the name, L6/40, you already know, okay, it's a light tank of 6 tons adopted in 1940. And you have pretty much most of the information you need. If you're like a unit commander or something, because they usually don't need to know a lot of the little details. And this naming system is like way better than the American system, where it's like, here we have a M3, and what is it, like a M3 Lee, M3 medium tank, or a M3 Stewart, M3 light tank, So I love my country, I love America, but in World War II, we had a pretty inconvenient naming system. But yeah, anyways, going on to the build here. Of course, this is in 1/35th scale. I showed this on my Instagram already, and I showed it on some Discord servers. People loved it. People actually like this so much that they want me to attempt to make this a kit. And I think that's very reasonable because this is a pretty small build. So it's a pretty easy attempt to start with for making kits, which I might do. You can see I'm playing around with stickers right now. I already made my own sticker for the front driver's port right there. And I'm also playing around with the unit insignia. So that head right there kind of looks like Tails from Sonic. Someone told me that, which is pretty funny. But that's like from an Italian unit. Someone told me that unit took part in the Spanish Civil War. I cannot confirm that. That is just someone telling me that. But they told me this unit was distinguished or something. So yeah, and I put it on there. And also it's like pretty funny just seeing like a little face on a tank like that. You don't really see that much at all in World War II. You see it a lot on aircraft, but not a lot on tanks. But yeah, so this is the L640. The turret does rotate 360 degrees, as it should. And the turret is off-centered a bit, so on the left side you have the driver, and on the right side you have the gunner. I think this was a crew of 3. I could be wrong. Could be a crew of 2. I will admit I did not prepare for this video. I just finished the build. Oh, sorry, I bumped my table. I finished the build, sat down, and hit record. Because I do not have much time these days, but yeah, so crew of 2 or 3, can't remember. Also, the top hatch does open, so you can have a guy hanging out, chilling. There should be like a hatch on the side here, but sometimes you can't do everything, and that's okay. So yeah, this is the Italian L6/40. When it was first introduced, it was deemed to be outdated, which is very fair. Like even when you compare this to the Panzer II, it's lacking a bit, especially in armor, and in the gun. So this uses a 20 millimeter Breda cannon, while the Panzer II uses a 20 millimeter as well. However, the Panzer II can hold 20 rounds, and this 20 millimeter can only hold 12 rounds. So there's already a severe limitation there in terms of firepower, because you have to just do more reloading in this thing. And this thing saw action in North Africa and also on the Eastern Front as well against the Soviets, especially around Stalingrad. Um, so that's pretty interesting. About 400 of these things were built, and they also made a variant of this with a 47 millimeter cannon and a self-propelled mount. So I'll probably build that at some point because I already have the base design here. So it'd be pretty easy to make that. And yeah, it's an Italian tank. Not a lot of people like to give Italian tanks attention, which is fair, I guess. If you're looking at the paper statistics and you compare them to German tanks, yeah, totally, I understand. But I'm a World War II historical nerd, and I like to give all sides, all armies, like some attention. And the Italian designs are cool. The Italian people, they are like good they're like good builders, which we tend to forget. But they're sports cars, Ferrari and Lamborghini and stuff. And also, like, I do kind of have a personal attachment to Italy and Italian people. So in high school, I took Latin, which is not Italian, but the Italian language comes directly from Latin. So I can't speak Italian, but if you wrote out Italian for me and you gave me a while, I could probably kind of start to figure out some things using my Latin knowledge. And also, my Latin teacher, he spoke fluent Italian and he went to Italy all the time. And I was supposed to go to Italy during high school, but then the whole pandemic started and, stopped those plans. But yeah, and also like several Italian people, like three or four, reached out to me when I was showing off this build on Instagram and on Discord, and they're just like the nicest people ever. Uh, um, so yeah, you guys know who you are if you're watching this video. But yeah, that was just way too much information about myself. So let's go on to the comparisons. All right, welcome back. We're gonna do some comparisons now. So here is an Italian North African infantry, and you can see the scale here. It's looking really good, I think. Obviously, this is 1/35th scale, so the minifig is going to be a little short there, but the width is correct. We'll look at it from the side here, so you can see the guy right there. And I think that's looking pretty good. And then we'll just bring that forward. And also here is a German boy from North Africa. These are both United Bricks minifigs, by the way. They're very good. He's just chilling, standing there. I also ordered two World War II Italian tanker bodies. They're TMC, and hopefully they should get here soon because I would really like to do some more shots with this. And then, yeah, just chilling. And also, let me demonstrate the hatch here. So it's a little weird how it opens because it's like kind of like a double connection thing or something. The turret is more complex than it looks. That's for sure. And then we'll put this on the back. And then we'll just like stick the German guy in there, I guess. Whatever. Take off his gun. So yeah, as you can see, he does fit in there. Fits in there pretty comfortably. Oh, we'll just kind of tilt it up a little bit. So yeah, you can see that. And then the turret rotates. Now he kind of has to stand up in there, but you could take off the legs, sit him down. But yeah, it is possible to have a minifigure in there. All right, anyways, that was enough. Now let's move on to the vehicle comparison. All right, I have 3 vehicles to compare. The first one is going to clearly demonstrate the size of the L640. So here is the Lancia 3-row. I gotta back up here. So yeah, here's this monster Italian truck I made recently. And there's a video on this. You guys can go watch it. I made 3 variants of this actually. So yeah, it's like freaking huge, and the L640 is like really small. Here, let me reposition. I'll do that, and I'll pick up my camera here. So yeah, you can see the size difference there. Obviously, the light tank is going to be way smaller. Well, let's just like go like that on the side. Zoom out here. So yeah, you can see like how small this is. And also, I did show a render of this, but this tank can fit in this truck. However, I really don't want to take these off because that would be like super annoying. But if I were to have this truck without these like these bars, you know, the L640 can totally fit in there. There you go. Italian engineering. Look at that. It's beautiful. But yeah, so that's the truck. And let me take the truck away. All right, the next comparison here is a more fair comparison. So this is the Soviet T60, and here's the L640. So if you guys hear dogs in the background, those are my dogs. I'm not sure why they're barking. My parents are probably home. But yeah, so here's the Soviet T60. These 2 tanks are actually very similar. So also uses a 20mm cannon and designed for reconnaissance. Same with the L640. However, you can argue that the T60 is better because it has much better protection, while the L640 doesn't. The L640 is taller, but it is slimmer. T60 is a wide boy. And also, I think it's longer as well. It's interesting how the, you know, T60, Panzer II, and the L640, they're all so similar. Actually, they're kind of like the same length, which is cool. Yeah, so this is like a fair comparison. They're very similar, so that is pretty cool. And we'll take you away. All right, we are going on to the last comparison now. So this is kind of just a meme comparison. Here's the Matilda II, which I'm guessing this thing did fight in real life. And as you can see, it is like no competition. And Matilda II is one chunky boy. But when you compare it to Matilda II, the other tanks, it's not so chunky. But yeah, this is certainly an unfair fight. And it's just interesting because these, like, you know, these 2 tanks were in the same period and would be fighting each other. So yeah. All right. Anyways, I think I'm gonna end the video here. If you guys enjoyed the video, give it a like. If you guys want me to build something else, let me know. And also, I gotta give a small announcement here. Thank you guys so much for 1,500 subscribers. I'm actually getting pretty close to YouTube monetization. I'm like about 800 watch hours away. So if I do keep up my production rate, and also I keep getting watch time, I should be able to reach monetization pretty soon, which will allow me to go even farther with this channel because I'll just be getting more resources that I didn't have access to in the first place. And also, I plan on making some more stop motion soon. I've been building so much stuff lately that I just miss making stop motion. So yeah, I know I said I wanted to do a Battle of Moscow one. I kind of ran out of time and I got distracted. But I have some ideas for some stuff I want to make. But yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you. Oh, whoops! I will see you next time. Bye bye.